or restart it. It seems like they're counting down again. Okay, Obio's soft start. Getting synced up here. I'm not sure what's going on. Guess they're just having some issues getting started here. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, looks like we're getting going here. Okay. So we have two different strats here. Obio is using like a faster strat where you catch that blue balloon between the two ring zippers, and you can build up a crazy amount of speed if you get all of them right, so you won't need to barrel roll as much, and you can keep just a much faster speed overall. He's going to finish off in a 33.54. That is already the fastest time any flyer's done for Ancient Lake, so that's an excellent start for him. And Peegs is going to finish for 45. A little bit bad for her, but that's okay. We're off to Fossil Canyon now. Oh, my screen froze. And I guess I'll just commentate Peak's side. She had a clean triple connection there. So for the canyonless areas, it's actually a little bit faster to go around to get the blue balloon, just because it gives you more speed than a single barrel roll through the shorter area, and it by a large margin too. Saves like probably a second over the other strat. Bio finishing with a low 57. That is, I'm pretty sure that's world record for that course, but I mean, like, with these extra courses and like the missed categories in general, they have not been really optimized all that much. So it wouldn't surprise me if we're going to see a lot of IL world records for the missed planes and for like plane percent runs in general. But that was like an insane time. And 108 from peaks, that's pretty good. So now we have Jungle Falls. Not too difficult of a track if you know where to position your barrel rolls. Having a bit of bonks there. Now Peak's opting to use the blue balloon before doing a barrel roll. Pretty risky, but it worked out for her. Oh, and that's a nasty bonk. Not a very good, or not very kind Jungle Falls. Finishing off with a 55.15. Peak still working, just about entering lap 3. A Hot Top Volcano. This is the first out of bounds track. Not too difficult. Let's see how Obile handles it. Oh, he got all 3 bananas there, that's good. And he made it out with 5 bananas, that is ideal. Peak's finishing with the 52. It's an okay time. She's gonna head off to Jungle Falls next. Now, like the triggers for Hot Top Volcano, they pretty much are in the top left and the bottom right of like the inside of the map. So as long as you hit those, that's pretty much the route for Hot Top Volcano. Let's see, Obile's finishing with a pretty strong time here, 44.84. That is a very crisp time. Oh, he made a routing mistake. Uh-oh. Okay, he got himself to treasure case real quick. Okay. Peak's doing fine through Hot Top Volcano. Okay, and Obile makes it out treasure caves pretty cleanly. Now, this out of bounds pretty much also has 2 triggers. One pretty much touching the finish line, and the other pretty much where Obile is, maybe just a little bit closer. And then you just jump between those 2 back and forth, and that's that. There's a crazy amount of lag around the finish line, so you have to take turns slowly or you won't get your barrel rolls in. Obile finishing with a 34, that is a good time. Off to Frosty Village. Oh, another routing mistake. Yikes. Routing can be pretty difficult in plane just because it's not clean. You don't just go left or right. Like sometimes you might have to go up left one or another. It's just so annoying to have to deal with. Peak's made it out in the treasure caves pretty good. Not having any issues here. Peak's looking to finish treasure caves in a pretty good time. 37, that is good. That is good for her, very good. Bio opening with the 27, Frosty Village, which is a strong first lap. Now, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for, yeah, like now, like because the lag isn't so, because the lag is kind of more in balloon races versus time trials, it's actually a little bit easier to try and go for an extra barrel even after hitting the triple connection. Like you could still do it in time trials, but it's just hyper risky, but it is super fast if you can pull it off. Robot just got the world record here, so I'm pretty sure he's used to doing this. I'm looking to finish quite strong. 117, yeah, that's quite good. He's having a much stronger run this time around. Definitely on pace for 12s right now. Let's see how Peaks handles for the triple here. 1, 2, oh, he still gets, but kind of bounced off the ground and lost a little speed there. Okay, so Bio is on EP, and crazy amount of zippers and blue balloons here, especially at the end. And he's pretty good at stringing them together to get, like, extremely fast speeds. And the ground zipper here is very good. even though it's quite difficult to control your plane after you've hit it, but it gives you a much stronger boost than just going for the double blue and single blue. But it is much harder to control. He's finishing with a 138 Frosty. Probably not proud of that, but it's okay. Move on to EP. Just more familiar with that track. No Bio finishing with a 59 mid. That's pretty good. And off to STO. A little bit of a weird routing there, but that's okay. Didn't make much of a mistake there. Just maybe a half-second loss there. And this is one of his like solid courses, so you can see something really fantastic here. But it is very difficult to be consistent. Oh no, a bonk right off the go. Very unkind course if you start struggling here. You can start cascading, making all sorts of mistakes. Yeah, mid-34 lap is really rough, but you can clean it out with 2 strong laps and still have an acceptable space dust time. Geek's finishing, or about to finish EP here. Just missing that zipper. It is really hard to hit cleanly. You want to make sure you have a steep enough angle to like nosedive into it. Doesn't seem like a bad EP for her though. 111. Probably an okay time for her. Oh, rough bonk into the pillar, but didn't lose too much speed from that. So Bio probably looking to finish in a 124 here if he finishes the rustic cleanly. Yeah, probably not happy about that, but it is really hard to get a clean SDA. Peak starting SDA herself. She's also pretty strong here. She likes this course. And Star City, this is also like quite difficult. Like a lot of the flyers really struggle with this course and Frosty Village. And it's not hard to see why. Like look how narrow these tunnels are. Like you don't get your plane under control and you're bonking them everywhere. .28 first lap. Not bad for having a bonk in there though. Oh, I'm missing that ground zipper. That's rough. Some playing courses, like some zippers, are just so crucial that if you miss them, you just lose all momentum, and then you have to work a fair bit to get it back. And it ends up losing. It was like the equivalent of bonking almost in some cases. Oh, Pete's looking to finish Space Dust in a pretty decent time here. 121. That's pretty good. And 2 barrel rolls to that narrow tunnel. Definitely barrel rolls whenever chance he gets. I mean, that's the key to super fast playing. Barrel roll when you can. 121. Okay time. Now we're on, like, the last 2 courses he'll be on now are the out of bounds ones, and the last one being the most difficult. But this one is a fairly straightforward one. But I think he ignores the shield and goes for the bananas instead. And I think that strat is consistent, but much harder to, like, you'll need to put in a lot more practice to make that one work, or you're just gonna be shot down by lasers all the time. Oh no, he's gonna opt for the balloon. Okay. It is definitely much safer, and you can still get a pretty fast time with it either way. You can see how Peaks handles the city. Okay, she used a blue balloon through the city there. That's interesting. Now, like what Peaks did there, right there, like, even though you could do barrel rolls and stuff, like she still scored a 27 there, and sometimes you don't have to barrel roll to maintain good speed. Just good turns can often do the job sometimes. I didn't see what Obio finished there, but if he cleans up windmill planes nicely, we're looking at a low 13 run here. Under 13.10 if he gets this right. So this will be a very strong showing. 126.50 from Peaks. I think that's an improvement over her previous Star City, so that's good for her. She's on a pretty good pace, honestly. She's starting Spaceport Alpha now. Oh, he gets it. Okay, good. Alright, now all he has to do is stay in bounds, and then he'll get his little 13 here. And I think this will be a PB for him, unless he was grinding on his own, but yeah, I think he had a 13.22, like, last I checked. So he's definitely going to beat that if he cleans this up. And Peaks gets the out of bounds for Spaceport Alpha. That's good. Now she just has to navigate it, and she's on her way to Windmill Plains. Okay, Bio on his last lap. Okay, good. He gets that important trigger there, so if he ends up going back inbounds, it's not going to completely ruin him. Okay, that's good. Just the last stretch. And we're finishing 13:07. Very good. Very good time. He's on his way to 12 very soon. That is a good time. Alright, so Peaks is about to finish Spaceport Alpha here. Oh! Oh! Going doing a somersault in both directions. That's awesome. I respect that. Alright, 105. And I still think that was faster than what she had before, too, so a little flex there. Oh no, no slight routing mistake there. Okay, Windmill Plains. Now she does this course inbounds, but she does this quite strongly inbounds. Like a very strong inbounds Windmill Plains, I think, is a mid 120, and she pretty much gets. I think she's capable of 120 EPs, like maybe like 129. For first lap from Peaks. Pretty. Oh, hits that fan, shuts her down real hard. Yeah, those windmill blades they're so nasty to hit. And sometimes I think they can drag you around a little bit too, which is even more annoying. Oh, that was a really clean run through the watery area. Alright, last lap. She's looking to secure a mid-15, which I think it would be her fastest time yet. I'm not sure what her PB is. I know it's in the 15s, I believe. I'll ask her after she finishes. Just about finished with a 15:26. I'm pretty sure that's a PB for her. Okay, well, let's see if we can get both these guys in for some thoughts, a little interview, if they're interested.
Yeah.
Oh, Bio. That was a much stronger run from you today. How you feeling?
I mean, it was still not to the level, but it was still, it was still a good improvement from the other run. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, getting point 77 PB. Let's go, me.
Well done, Beats.
You know, I have to say that's the most fun I ever had while being shit at this game.
Well, you know, Beats, that's a really good reaction because the other two interviews, they didn't go like as well. Like your races weren't so well, but like that was much. Like I'm really happy to hear you laughing after that. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, it also helps that Obio was like playing wheelie too, even though he got a 13.
I had so many memes. I mean, you guys would have seen the snipe on the Everfrost Peak.
Oh god, I have to go back and watch that.
That was ridiculous. Like I can't believe that actually happened.
Yeah, like I mean, like I'm very sure like a lot of like the flyers who know your skill of bio know that you have much more to offer. I'm pretty well aware of that too. So I'm quite excited to see your future runs because you still have plenty of races to go.
Yeah, this is only my second one, so I have 5 more to go. But yeah, I'm like so in a weird way, you know, I've been like doing a bunch of time trial. It kind of destroyed my balloon race, like not mechanic, but muscle memory a bit. And so now for like the outer bound specifically, I'm not used to the same movement because I've been doing the time trial movement. So like I have to like stop doing time trial and then refocus on like the balloon race strats. And yeah, I mean it's gonna take a little while. And same thing for like some of the races. Like I haven't done Space of Sally with TT in a while because I've been doing drumstick for the time trial. So like all my like little things that I was doing before, it's like all gone. So I have to like relearn it in a way.
Yeah.
So yeah, a good thing I have quite a few more races to get that going because yeah, I mean it's still a good improvement today, but it's nowhere near what it could be.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like honestly, like yeah, that's kind of the thing with time trials because like you can't really spend time focusing on like just trying to make the cleanest run since you have to like get the best possible thing. But you know, like you only spend like a few days running plane percent runs. I'm sure like you could get like a mid 12 like fairly quickly. Like I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this run, I mean, I lost like what 10 seconds in jungle falls because of the rock. You know, that's something that's somewhat easily fixable. And then Space of Sally, you know, usually I get like somewhere in between 110 and 115, and that was like 10 seconds slower than that. So you know, that's something that if I just play, I'll fix it. And then, you know, Star City was kind of bad too, and then you know.
At least you didn't have my Frosty Village.
So, any last thoughts you guys like to share? Or?
I honestly feel like I have a lot more to offer for like this category and like this game in general, but like I just don't offer it. I just don't give it. That's basically how I feel. I have a lot more to offer, but I just don't give it.
Well, I mean, like, if you just did some more plane percent runs, I honestly think you could do like a lot. Like, I think you could live up to like your expectations. But I think you've been doing a whole lot of Frosty Village playing with the character that you can't use in plane percent. So I think that'd be pretty hard to like focus on your plane percent while you're working on that.
Oh, Tip-Top, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like you practice whatever you feel like you need to work on. Like I totally understand either way.
Yeah, but
Fun story. I you know I grinded that shortcut slap with Tip-Top, right? And I tried to do some drumstick times after that, and I couldn't for like a week because of like the difference in steering between both. I just could not figure out how to play drumstick again because it was so drastic between both of them. I had to actually even just playing TT was hard, and I had to get used to TT to then get used to drumstick again. Like it was really weird.
Yeah, it's just having to like spend so much time with one character and then having to swap characters is quite annoying. But yeah, so I think we'll wrap it up here. I know we have some more matches going. I'm just gonna look on the calendar quick to see who we have next. Pretty sure it was just a hover match. I'm having a hard time opening up my calendar, but yeah, stay tuned, guys, for the next match, and we will see you shortly. Thanks for watching.